Hi. Hello, everyone. Yes. We have new things happening. So we have a new bot, Sari bot, that helps protect and fortify Bean! What the fuck? Thank you so much for subby-wubbying for 9 months. I'm reverse gaveling, so that means I'm clapping for you. Thank you so much. You're so beautiful, and I love you. Lurkers, listeners, now and later, welcome in. I hope you're having a beautiful time zone wherever thou may art. I art full of delicious... Oh, man. Pidge went hard in the paint for us tonight. Didn't you, baby? Didn't you, baby? Yes, he's correct. For those of you who are new here, this is my lovely partner, PJ, a.k.a. Pidge, a.k.a. Azariah, a.k.a. Vibing with Azariah, as this scene right here. That's him. He made some fucking Tuscan chicken with spinach and cherry tomatoes that I helped chop, and creamy sauce, and just ooey gooey goodness. And I got to pick the pasta, and I chose angel hair. For obvious reasons, right? And just... when the first bite has me involuntarily humming, like I literally am like, and it's not even singing anything. I'm just making noise involuntarily because it's delicious. Oh my God. He killed that shit tonight.
Oh my God.
And if you hear me heavy breathing every once in a while, it's because my pasta is shifting. Okay? Let me have my moment. Oh, my nose is doing that thing where it itches. Oh man, I forgot to put my nose ring in. Damn it. Oh well. Y'all know my nose is pierced. I don't have to prove anything to anyone. Nah. Oh, well. I'm wearing the necklace that is prone to overloading me, and my hair is down. We'll see how different this whole aesthetic changes by the end of this stream. Before we get started with anything else, though, me right fucking now. Me right fucking now.
How we feeling out there tonight? Yeah, I am not feeling good.
Wake up at 11:30, feeling like a bag of shit. Man, it's been a while since I watched that. It's like... it was one of my comfort watches, like all through the end of 2021, all through 2022. I've watched it close to 50 times by now, I'm sure. And that's not an exaggeration. I used to watch it every single day. But anyway, before I go any further, I have to show y'all what the fuck I'm wearing right now. And yes, this is the exact same look as the photos I posted yesterday. But oh my God, I got my merch in the mail! We're all gonna fucking die. Some of us sooner rather than later. Don't you love that fun fact? And then Pidge is repping the other one, bitch. How
do I
get in there? Now back up.
There we go.
We're merged out. We're merged out. We're merged out. Oh, I love it so much. I love it so much. Thank you for that demonstration.
I was like, let me just get up and do it in case you go, hey, show your shirt.
Oh, I'm so full.
Oh. I love a good full bar.
So yeah, merch is available on potatum.com. Right the fuck up here. Yes. Also, new headphones. Well, new to y'all, old to us.
Yeah.
Because Our pink ones sadly bit the dust. Everyone that's here, welcome in. Listen, I don't know how much I'm going to look at the chat tonight. I'm going to try to be better. It's just getting to be at a speed where if I look, it'll always derail my train of thought, and I'm already clinging on to the back of it for dear life with exactly one thread. So, like, yeah, we'll do our best. But Pidge is dropping all the links for y'all right fucking now.
What's the beacons again?
The beacons is hub. Yeah.
I knew it was something.
Dropping all the good shit. Good shit. Good shit. But I started something new today. So, like, in lieu of making a Patreon, which is, like, a whole other thing that takes spoons, Fourth Wall actually does memberships and tier, like, subscriptions, just like Patreon, and that's the website that my merch is through. And I fucking love it over there, dude. It is so nice. We get such a reasonable cut of the profit, and, like, their stuff's not expensive like it was at Teespring. In what universe was I, the anti-capitalist cunt, going to charge y'all $52 or more for a bucket hat? That makes the bile just come up in my throat just saying that price out loud. So, Fourth Wall all around is just amazing. But I launched a little tier thing, and I just want to show y'all. Hi, Harley Queen 93. Yes, you're here from TikTok. You can call me Tatum, Potatum, any variation of tater, any potato, any starchy food, such as scalloped potatoes, tater tots, hash brown home fry, tater, tatey, tates, taties, tater, taters, tater tot, tater salad, potato, tatoes. You get the gist. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome in, welcome in. But okay, so could you, here, I'll do it the first time. So I started a little, like, tier membership program. It's literally just for support. I will have tiers eventually where you'll get, like, member exclusive content. I'm still working out in my head what I want to do. Y'all already know I operate on spoons, and I'm doing well to breathe in and out most days. So, wow, it didn't work. And that's embarrassing. I thought I set the command to pop up. But anyway, here it is. potatum.com/pages/helpful curly fry. And you can join my curly fry community of potatum supporters, essentially. Just, you know, allowing me to do what I do. And it's literally $1 a month. You can choose what you pay, but it starts at $1 a month. But I made it cheaper for Twitch subs, so it's not even $1. And you get perks. Like, I've added perks to my shop, like discounts. And if you pay, I think it's like $9.60 for the whole year, you get 20% off of the entire shop. And I have hundreds of shit in there. Official value currency. Hundreds of shit. And that's a lot of shit. Okay? It's hundreds. So, no pressure, as always, of course, but, like, I get it, like, wanting to support someone, but not having disposable funds to buy merch, but you still want to support somehow. Like, this is a way that you can do that. Again, if you're subbed on Twitch, you get a little discount. And, yeah. Everybody loves curly fries. And if you don't, you're a liar. So, yeah. That's a thing now that exists. And I'm glad about it. My hair is already making me hot because I'm just thinking about what we're going to talk about today. Dude. Waba, hi! I want to try to get everybody that's here. Hello, Crystal. Hello, Bean. Hello, Pidge. Hello, Atlas. Hello, Whiskey. Hello, Dragon Witch 9. If I say your name twice, it's because I have Swiss cheese for a brain. Hello, Harley Queen 93. Hello, Potatum, whoever the fuck that is. Yeah, hello, Waba. Who the fuck is that? Yeah, ban her, please. All right, y'all. Jesus Christ. So, Some of you might be wondering why I'm choosing to cover this tonight. And my answer to that is multifold. Also, before I start, I changed my Plinko because I didn't like the things not being there. The little tokens not coming through, and I want them to be displayed and shiny and stuff in the corner. So if you give me bits, if you subby wubby, if you follow, drop little fucking coins in the tater sack. I just named it. Yeah, the tater sack made of plastic. Plastic sack. Band name called it. All right. For those of you who don't know who the titular character of tonight's stream is, Colleen Ballinger. She is what's considered an OG YouTuber who's been around since literally 2008. I was still in high school at that point. And I was introduced to her like in college, like her content and stuff, because I worked in the music department and studied music, and she studied theater and musical theater, and she made a lot of content geared toward that audience. So like my college age friends and I like watched her content where she like sang badly on purpose, thought it was silly, thought it was fun, you know, did impressions of her and whatnot. I literally dressed up as her for Halloween in 2013, which I fucking regret. And I tweeted a picture of me as Miranda to her in 2013, and she followed me, and she was my mutual on Twitter for 10 years. And when all this shit started coming out this year, I was fucking appalled and like betrayed as a fan, you know? Like how can she, the person who projects such positive vibes, TM, how can she be this person? And I fucking I got real petty on Twitter, and I screenshot me blocking her, and I called her a repugnant creep, and I just voiced my disappointment about it. And literally 2 days later, a journalist from NBC News in the US DM'd me on Twitter asking me to talk about it, to talk about my opinion on all this, not being her fan anymore. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? It was such a mindfuck I had taken a break from the internet this summer because the wildfires were kicking my ass, and I literally developed pretty, substantial fucking asthma this summer and just was a shell of a person for a month. And literally, the day I come back onto social media, this shit starts coming out about Colleen. So to go from that to being interviewed for NBC about it was just a complete mindfuck. And then that article came out. And then a couple of days after that, the same journalist DM'd me again and said, hi, they're doing a television segment on Colleen. Can I pass your info along to one of our producers? And of course, I was in such a weird position because I had already said with my full chest that she's repugnant and gross with my first and last name in that NBC article and my age. And they're asking me to show my face now. So I said, well, I already said it with my chest once. I might as well do it. Also, it's NBC News. And forgive me for taking that opportunity to voice my disdain for this miserable bitch. Listen, y'all. When I tell you Colleen Ballinger devoured my summer because I got wrapped up in this vortex, I mean it. I had many dribbly shit nights. I cried a lot. I was scared a lot. Like, it was a lot. And I'm just a former fan on the outside of all of this, looking in. What really made it so difficult for me was to see the active suffering that she had caused people at their expense when they were often underage. And the more I learned about it, the worse I fucking felt. And it was a grieving process as a former fan, but it was also like a rage process. Like, she's on my Casey Anthony list now. And for those of you who don't know what that list is, PJ's laughing because I say it all the time. I'm like, oh, they're going on the Casey Anthony list. It's a rather short list, but it's getting longer by the day. Any of these people who are various forms of deplorable human beings, if I ever were to visually lay my eyes on them out in public, of course, depending on the place, like if I'm at a fucking funeral or something, I'll wait until we get outside, you know, but I will be catching a charge. For legal reasons, that's a joke. For legal reasons, that's a joke. So, yeah, she's on that list for me now. And the day that I got interviewed for NBC, twice, the second one, for the television one, it was scheduled at like 4 p.m. When I tell you at 3:50 p.m., Colleen Ballinger dropped that ukulele video. I'm sitting here in my chair, full hair and makeup, waiting for the producer to call me on Zoom. And I'm sitting here with my mouth agape, watching the video on my phone. My ears start ringing. I can't believe that this is happening right fucking now. I'm getting ready to go on NBC and talk about this. And I did mention it a little bit in that interview, but I was still in shock. And of course, that was the 4-chord masterpiece heard round the world, right? And Jesus Christ. There are so many YouTube scandals that happen so many times and people forget about them, and then these careers are reborn and rebirthed over and over again. But to get swept up in the one that has gone down as like the worst YouTube apology in YouTube apology history. Like, whether I fucking like it or not, my name, in a way, is tied to this for the foreseeable future. How do I know that? I got tagged multiple times today. Because for reasons that I will, you know, that are conjecture, but I believe we'll get into those. But like, I didn't think she'd actually do it. I didn't think she'd actually come back. I can't wait to watch her get ate up in the next few days. What a cool birthday gift for me. Happy early birthday, Whiskey, by the way. The universe is treating you kind in this regard. Hi, Bad Luck JK. Absolutely my FAFO list. Potatum.com. I have merch that says FAFO on it. Happy birthday whenever it may be. Speaking of birthdays, the release of this video, the timing is apt for multiple reasons. But before I get into what happened today, and before we get to the meat and potatoes of the evening, which is dissecting this video and entering my opinion and calling out what I believe truly to be tactics of manipulation, because remember, these people aren't original, right? People who take advantage of people like this, people who exploit other people like this, people who deflect and dismiss and minimize at every turn and Darvo, Neo, dodge their way out of shit, they're not original. They all operate from the same playbook, whether they know each other or not. But just to provide a little backstory, because I didn't put this, I streamed about this back in June when all this was happening, but it doesn't exist on the internet today. I do have a video on this on my VOD. If someone can plug my YouTube for me. It's Colleen Ballinger, a former fan reads Colleen Ballinger to filth or something like that. It's from like the beginning of July. It's my most viewed YouTube video on there. It's got like a whopping 600 views, babes. She's going places. But I whittled down that entire stream, the entire second half of that stream, where we dissected the ukulele lyrics. It took me 3 days to edit that video. I know. I used CapCut until literally yesterday. I now have Sony Vegas. Thank you, Waba. But, yeah. That's the similar flavor of petty in which we will be achieving tonight. So, I know I talk about a lot of heavy shit. I talk about a lot of important shit. And I didn't have anything else prepared for this evening. And we're already here. And then this shit dropped in my lap. And I'm like, well, fuck. I might as well. I know in that VOD I said I wouldn't cover her again, but
Didn't expect her to come back.
I didn't expect her to come back in the 2023 calendar year, but I also did. But anyway, for those of you who weren't around for the June part, I would like to read the article that I am featured in NBC to y'all to give you a little refresher of the fuckery and to read my full statement to NBC News, because this is my stream, Cracks Knuckles. We do what we want here. So, hi, I'm over here now. So we've got become a helpful curly fry. You know you fucking want to. 85 cents? I mwah. Okay. This is also in my hub if you want to scroll down to interviews and features. Oh my God. And I'm still processing that this is even happening still. I would be remiss not to speak on her return because I don't want people forgetting what she has allegedly done. All of this is alleged. Blinks audibly. Okay. Here we go. NBC News. Colleen Ballinger, Miranda sings, and the unraveling of an online fandom. The YouTube star's fan base is questioning their dedication to her, following allegations that the creator had inappropriate and exploitative relationships with underage fans. This is from June 23rd. Jesus. Almost 5 months ago, and yet it feels like yesterday. By Doa Madani. Shout out Doa. She's the one that messaged me on Twitter. Colleen Ballinger, known for her satirical alter ego Miranda Sings, was among the first YouTube creators who launched from internet stardom into mainstream success. Make it bigger for y'all. But in recent weeks, members of Ballinger's massive fan base are questioning their devotion to the star as allegations continue to mount that she engaged in inappropriate and exploitative relationships with underage fans. Miranda Sings is a silly, satirical character who is known for her bizarre singing style and lack of self-awareness. Ballinger, 36, soon to be 37, extremely soon, as a matter of fact, created the character in 2008 and has since amassed a following of more than 22 million subscribers across different YouTube channels. She also had a Netflix show that ran 2 seasons and a comedy special currently available to stream on the platform. As of right now, I'm sure it's still available.
Of course it is.
I'm sure it is. Yeah. Though many of Ballinger's fans have been following her for over a decade, me being one of them. 2013. Literally. I was a junior in college. Some who spoke with NBC News said they are processing their own guilt over supporting her and rethinking how they engage with fandoms entirely. I can no longer support her in any way, shape, or form, regardless of if her apology is the most genuine, most heartfelt, said. Magical wind chimes. Me! Get doxxed! Tatum Spears, 31. I'm turning 32 next month. Happy birthday to moi.
Happy birthday, Bobby.
Thank you. Because the things that are coming out, there's just so much. There are so many aspects that are coming to light that are horrifying over and over again on so many levels, and I can't get over this. My head is still spinning. It's hilarious to me that we spoke for over an hour, and I ended up giving her my entire statement, but she used the things that I didn't have prepared. I'm so much more articulate in writing, and yet. Ballinger has not commented publicly. Well, she did 6 days later, on the allegations or the recent backlash or respond to requests for comment. Her fans have noticed the silence and have decided not to silence themselves, which has led to a fandom's public unraveling in a way that's unprecedented in the influencer era. While YouTubers have been centers of scandals in the past, Ballinger's situation is unique in that the fans who are leading the conversation against her are sharing their own experiences and highlighting how they are now viewing her content in a new light. The reason that this is, I think, gaining so much traction now is because all of her first cycle of fans that she had, me and the other group of fans that started 10 years ago, we've all grown up now. Yeah, I'm one of those. I was 20 or something when her content was shown to me for the first time. So I never existed in the fandom while underage. She's only 5 years older than me. We've all, okay, yeah, said Aaron, who asked only to be identified by her first name due to privacy concerns. Yeah, I should have probably done that. She went from a superfan to moderating a Reddit thread about the Ballinger allegations. Many fans are now speaking out about what they describe as the powerful, harmful power dynamics that they believe Ballinger fostered among her followers. And we are recognizing the parasocial relationships that she has allowed to happen and encouraged to happen. Okay. Now, this extremely is just like a highlight portion of what she's done. There are articles about her that are all over the fucking place. Fucking Time Magazine, Rolling Stone, that go through all of her misdeeds in much greater detail than we'll be covering here. I'm just sharing this article with y'all because it's the one that I was interviewed for. Allegations about Ballinger's behavior first surfaced 3 years ago. In 2020, YouTuber Adam McIntyre made a video alleging that Ballinger formed an inappropriate personal friendship with him when he was between the ages of 13 and 16, which included her sending him lingerie as a joke. You know.
As you do.
As you do. Yeah, that's a classic child-adult friendship move right there. Definitely not groomy at all. He also alleged that Ballinger gave him access to her social media, helped her generate content ideas, and that they exchanged text messages for years. Adam McIntyre is a creator on YouTube. He has receipts of all of this stuff. I have seen all of it. Swoop, the YouTuber Swoop, has covered this in painstaking fucking detail. I think last month or maybe September, she released her interview with her ex-husband of 7 years. Well, they were together for 7 years, married for 1. Illuminating, terrifying, chilling, disappointing. I encourage you to watch it if you're interested in this at all. McIntyre said he believed he was friends with Ballinger because she would share personal details about her life, such as her marriage and divorce, until he posted a tweet to her account that received backlash and made Ballinger turn on him. At the time, Ballinger responded to some of these allegations in a video entitled Addressing Everything. Ballinger said that she did use many of her fans' suggestions for tweets and that she offered McIntyre a trial period to run her social media, which was her Miranda Sings account, by the way, on Twitter, that has way more followers than her COLLEEN account does. And she was entrusting a 14, 15, 16-year-old to run it for her and didn't pay him a penny. So there's that. Allegedly. She said she offered a trial period, but insisted she did not blame him for any backlash to anything he posted. She also said the fact that she sent him underwear out of context sounded awful. You could say that, COLLEEN. You could say it sounded fucking awful. Oh my God. Yeah, I feel the rage bubbles. They're already fucking happening. Ballinger said that she was online unboxing items she had been sent when she and her friend, Corey DeSoto, if you know, you know, were making fun of the underwear, and McIntyre asked for it to be sent to him, which she said became a big joke within the fandom. That really makes it okay, you know, as long as your other underage children fans are laughing at the fact that you sent lingerie to one of them, you're cool. These kids can definitely understand, you know, consent and grooming. Now, in hindsight, I see how completely stupid of me. I should have never sent that, Ballinger said in the 2020 video. I don't know what part of my brain was missing at the time that I thought, oh, this is a normal, silly thing to do. The literal video right here. Sorry, I'm just coming to terms with the fact that I'm re-entering this universe. Okay. You get the fucking point, right? I really don't want to get into the meat and potatoes of why she sucks. But some of the lowlights, sending underwear to a 14-year-old fan, allegedly. Sending paywalled, nude, like adult content to minors, allegedly, which is a felony. Which is why she hired the same lawyer as, who was it? Harvey Weinstein?
Yeah, and Army Hammer.
And Army Hammer. Right.
If you know about that.
Because, yeah, that's what innocent people do. Let's see. What else does she do? Prince Andrew.
Jesus.
His lawyer as well. Jesus. She also exploited a 16-year-old girl on stage and put her in an inappropriate, provocative position that put her in danger and violated her. My brain has like repressed so much of this. I encourage you to deep dive for yourself. But anyway, you can finish reading that article. It's in the hub. It's in the hub. So before we get into the meat and potatoes, I do want to just tell y'all my full statement because it didn't get printed and this is apt for tonight. Okay. This is my full statement to NBC News. I originally came across Colleen's content in 2013. I was studying music and felt an immediate connection to Colleen, a fellow voice major. It was inspiring to see someone with the college degree that I was pursuing become so successful. I since found out that she actually didn't receive that degree. She dropped out her junior year to go work at Disneyland in California, and I graduated in 4 years. So, fuck you, Colleen. Her parodies of popular songs made me laugh. I'd even planned to attend a live show in 2014, but was ultimately unable to go. Okay. Over time, I drifted away from regularly consuming her content, but still followed her and Miranda Sings on social media. I remember being over the moon for her when learning about the birth of her first son. I supported her for a decade, albeit from a distance in later years. She got fired from Disney for breaking character to interact with Miranda fans. Yep, that's... The Mickey Mouse shaped hammer will come down on you for breaking character. That's definitely... That tracks. That tracks. At the time of watching Colleen's original apology video in 2020, I believed it to be genuine and acceptable. Watching the same video in 2023 with new insight and knowledge, however, is appalling. I'm saddened at my willingness to accept a poorly crafted and defensive non-apology. In my time watching various YouTubers, I've seen some horrible apology videos that are anything but. And because the bar was on the floor, anything near that bar was acceptable to me, but it shouldn't have been. And this is the apology video she dropped 3 years before Ukulele Gate. So. The bar was non-existent, and then she completely obliterated it, and she reached the lowest depths of hell. I should have done my due diligence, and I feel tremendous guilt at my failure to learn more about these heinous accusations, the truth of which is painfully and exponentially worse. I strongly feel that Colleen depended on the apathy of her fans and their willingness to accept her words at face value. Parasocial relationships are dangerous and in some cases deadly. What makes Colleen's situation particularly nefarious is that she benefits from and capitalizes on manipulating her fans, largely underage, into believing that she's their friend. The dozens of receipts showing multiple inappropriate comments, conversations, and relationships with people half her age is disturbing, and that is not hyperbole. That's what the maths divided by 2. The age of her average fan. The average age of her fan, I should say. She is solely responsible for forging relationships with young, impressionable fans that she knew would do anything she told them to do. And she did. They did. She tricked these kids into posing with tampons in their mouths at meet and greets. She posted a video and sent it to her fans with her putting a tampon in her mouth. And then giggling at the end. I swear I'm not high. Like, bitch, 3rd grade was fun. You know? Give me a fucking break. It's easy for superfans to fabricate fantastical, fictitious relationships with their favorite entertainers. There's a difference between showing appreciation for your fans and stringing them along for your benefit. I hope this ordeal leads to a collective shift in how we view fandom, celebrity, and fame. If an entertainer gets called out for problematic behavior, breadcrumb non-apologies are no longer acceptable, and neither are ukulele ones. Pepperidge Farm remembers, Colleen. If an entertainer, okay. It's also unacceptable to chastise outspoken victims whose lives have been impacted by the actions of a powerful person. How that person apologizes for those actions speaks volumes about her character, or their character. Forgiveness is powerful, but it should require true accountability. I refuse to be an emotionally invested fan of anyone who doesn't know how to take accountability for objectively hurtful actions. I have to burp. Colleen's 2020 apology video is deliberately padded with seemingly genuine accountability at the beginning regarding past racist and fatphobic content that had been tucked away in her older videos outside her Miranda persona. The bitch has like 4 YouTube channels. And they're all a mess. By the time she gets to the crux of the problem, talking about the 2020 video still, the sending of the underwear to an underage fan, you know, her defensiveness and deflection become glaringly obvious. Dozens of receipts and points of reference have been made public by her multiple victims, and she has since been proven to have been lying in that 2020 apology video. It breaks my heart that those fans, who are extremely young still, the one who got lingerie sent to him, Adam, he just turned 21 last month. He's still so incredibly young. Think about that for a second. It breaks my heart that those people have been the ones to bear the brunt of this burden. These adult-sized, mega YouTube superstar-sized problems. And their prefrontal cortexes haven't even finished developing. They're still going through puberty for the first time and learning how to be a human being in the world. And oh my fucking God. It's distressing that Colleen has continued to flourish in the years following her original apology video, while her victims have been on the receiving end of online lashings, death threats, and smear campaigns, often with Colleen at the helm. It's since been allegedly proven that her sister-in-law is in on this as well, Jessica Ballinger. She married Colleen's brother Chris, and they have half a dozen children together, and they exploit those children on their family vlog channel. So there's that. Like I said, my July video, the whole family's a fucking mess. Don't get me started on Brother Trent. Not yet. Not yet.
The train will get there.
It hasn't even been an hour yet. Okay? Fucking hell. The way she exploits and endangers underage fans during her live shows is vile.
One does not simply choose to be a potato. You are indoctrinated, like a religion. But once you go potato, there is no return.
Unknit, unknit, or unknit, if the K is silent, like in the word knit. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you being here so much. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay, yes. Welcome to the shit show. Hi. I'm so glad you're here. Anyway, this bitch. The way she manipulated her online fan base to take down her underage victims is unforgivable. She uses them as a little army.
One does not simply
Ooh!
choose to be a potato. You are indoctrinated, like a religion. But once you go potato, there is no return.
Huggins! Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you kindly. Appreciate you kindly. Thank you so much. Welcome to Tater Town indeed. We're a little spicy today. We're Cajun seasoned and fucking, I don't know, rotten. I don't know. I'm rotten. Anyway. Rotted. Gutted. Beast. Alright, speaking of boost, I'm also disgusted by the passive enablement that surrounds Colleen within her own internet famous family. She has 4 siblings. There are 4 of them. 3 of them are big YouTubers. One of them is an alleged pedophile. Trent.
How about you, Trent?
Talking about Trent. He sucks. Okay, her internet famous family her management team and closest friends, and her most diehard fans, again, most of which are underage. Please remember that. Please keep that in mind as we continue downward into hell this evening. I'd be remiss not to mention resurfaced clips of her questionable treatment of animals. Trigger warning. Trigger warning. Including the entrapment of her cat in a large paper bag that the cat has to chew her way out of. The cat is fine, of course, but that's not okay. That's not okay. These clips are brutal to watch, and she has yet to address them in any way. The only thing she said about them, I kid you not, is in the ukulele vid, where she said the phrase, "The only thing I've ever groomed are my 2 Persian cats." And she don't even do that. Because they get poop matted in their fur. And their ears are filthy. Those are extremely high maintenance pets. They deserve a higher caliber of care. They need a higher caliber of care and maintenance and treatment. And like preventative, proactive, actual grooming. You know, the thing you don't fucking do. Okay, yeah, the petty. It's boiling up. It's in my throat. I feel it. My throat chakra is opening. Additionally, the hateful language that she has used on various platforms to describe Jewish, trans, and disabled people, you heard me correctly, the receipts are out there, is repulsive and inexcusable. There's a subreddit called COLLEEN BALLINGER Snark. When I tell you it has everything you could possibly want to know and learn against your will about this family and receipts of these misdeeds and links to YouTube videos and clips and such, it's all there. None of this is, until proven in a court of law, but like being a shitbag on its face isn't illegal until it is. But like, this stuff is out there. It's on her channel. She posted it herself. Like, that's not alleged. We're describing her past content. Anyway, oh my God, baby. I'm so full and mad.
You need to hit the bowl.
I do need to hit the bowl. It's legal in my state, therefore it's legal on my stream. Don't come for me. Smoke them if you got them.
Good things are gonna get worse.
My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle wiggle, for sure.
Whew. Purse first, purse first. The second verse is just gonna get worse. I'm hot.
Bitch, it is 34 degrees outside.
It's 34 degrees outside.
Yes.
It's 34 Celsius in the seat. Okay, where am I? Hateful language, yes. Repulsive and inexcusable, that's her. She tried to skirt accountability by saying I was a kid, and that was so long ago. Ma'am,
We're like 20.
you were in your 20s. Did you not become lucid until your 30s? Did you exist for decades without knowing right from wrong? In my opinion, she's defending her past self because her viewpoints haven't really changed. And she's just upset at the backlash. Where's the lie? I personally hope she rides off into the sunset, forever out of the public eye. That dream was shattered with the ukulele video. And it was re-shattered today. She doesn't seem to be as interested in raising her 3 young children as she is in victimizing others' children. TBH banger of a line right there. Chef's motherfucking kiss, if I do say so myself. Again, where's the lie? As a former fan of over a decade, I can now confidently say that COLLEEN Ballinger does not deserve the platform or wealth that she has accrued. She doesn't deserve to bounce back from this, and she does not have my forgiveness. COLLEEN Ballinger is a predator, full stop. Period, bitch. Period. Oh, I'm gulping myself right now. I was hoping that it wasn't real because, like, I knew I was going to get tagged in this stuff, and, like, it's a brilliant opportunity to just let my pent-up pettiness unfurl because I really have no sympathy for this woman. None whatsoever. And I was her fan for like a third of my life. So, this is why we're here now. So today, she fucking came back onto the internet and posted a little vloggity vlog.
Just a little silly vlog.
Just a little silly, little cute little vloggerton. But we're going to painstakingly dissect this. I'm going to be pausing a lot and pointing out what I think is manipulation and why. And this isn't me being mean for menace sake. I'm on the outside of this looking in, but I'm more focused on the people that she personally victimized and affected who were underage. It itches my cross something fierce. So I'm going to let that out. But before I do, we're going to take just a quick BRB. Stretch your limbs, people. Drink some water, if you have some. Take a little snackaroony break. You know, perhaps a hit of a smokable thing.
Meat sucky sucky now, mommy.
Mommy's milk.
And we'll be right back. We're back. It was a little bit longer of a break because Fleur did a big Ralph Buick all over the floor in front of...
Want a break from the ads?
Y'all motherfuckers. You get pranked too. I think Pickle did it last time and everyone was like, oh, Jesus. What about band? These chicks don't even know the name of my band. Your band. Has baned. Waba has been baned. Alright, y'all.
Art, shakack, boom. Oh, shakack, art. Did somebody mention art?
Oh yeah, bad luck, JK. Thank you so much for the Prime sub again that happened during break. I appreciate you so much. And thanks, Waba, for the hydration sensation break. We take care of each other around these parts, don't we? Huh? Didn't I do it for you? Let's fucking get this over with, right? We're gonna dive in. I'm going to dissect and opine. That's literally what this is. So, my pettiness is going to shine here, and I'm not even 1% sorry. Oh my God. Just the audacity. The audacity.
The caucasity.
The caucasity. Oh my God. Could you move back to the beginning, please? Jump scare. Right? Be sure to smash that dislike. And no, I'm not being unreasonable because she is, again, minimizing, deflecting, sweeping under the rug all of her things. She has not changed a bit, even though she's putting it on real hard. Okay? So let's just get this over with. All right?
Hello, everybody.
Sorry, I had the captions larger than this, but they got smaller again.
I've been gone for so long. I've really missed this. I've missed talking to everyone every single day. Obviously, the last video that I posted on here, it's really embarrassing, to say the least.
It was embarrassing? I don't know, bitch. You seemed pretty proud of that four-chord humdinger that you wrote and put together in one take. Wonder how many takes it took you.
To not look too mad.
A 10-minute upchuck is what that was. Deflection of the highest order. Darvo of the highest order. For those of you who aren't aware of what Darvo is, it's a classic manipulation tactic. D for deny. They will deny the allegations against them, right? If that doesn't work, they'll move on to A, attack, which is them attacking the accuser with things such as, well, why are you speaking up now? Why did it take you so long? You aren't perfect either. Here's A, B, C, D, E, F, G that you did wrong, right? And then if that doesn't work, / if they're feeling froggy like this bitch always is, RVO, Darvo, reversing victim and offender. That ukulele video is a masterclass on Darvo, because the language that she used in that video was severe, intense, unnecessary, and really, really self-centered. She said the word accountability a bunch of times, and that's about it. Because she
saying it.
yeah, she took absolutely none. She took less than 0. Okay? And if I had one word to describe the video you're about to see, it would be khaki. Like the color. This is extremely khaki. Painfully khaki. One might say suspiciously khaki. You know? Let's continue.
I was being accused of some pretty awful things, and I just was mad, and I should have handled that situation with maturity and empathy, but instead I just let my ego take over, and I'm really disappointed in myself.
Then take it down. You know? The internet's forever, sure. But if you make something that you really regret, in this case, woof. The worst song I've ever heard in my lifetime, I think. In which you caused further harm and further traumatizing, and you triggered and re-triggered and re-triggered a lot of your victims. If you're really 10 toes down about your shit and really disappointed in that video, then why not delete it? Is it because it's your most viewed video on this channel? Yeah. That seems to math.
So, here's what I want to say today. Over the last 15 years of my career, there have been moments where I was immature and inappropriate with some of my comedy. And there were times when I did not put enough thought into some of my fan interactions. And because of that behavior, people got hurt.
Right back to the minimizing fucking language. She's been around a long ass time. And she used to do this thing every year called Vlogmas, where she would vlog every single day in December. And then that turned into just Vlogmas in general, where she would vlog for months on end, day after day after day after day. She didn't do that for 15 years per se. I'm just trying to give you an idea of the amount. Oh yes, I'm eating Reese's Minis. Yum, 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 yum. I've eaten about 40 in the last 3 days. That's how my life is going. They're so good. Pidge got us a whole big bag. I'm just trying to give you an idea of how much content she has out there. So for her to say extremely minimizing things like, some of my comedy has been immature and inappropriate. Are we forgetting the racist stuff? Are we forgetting the oops, not really blackface that's strongly implied? Are we forgetting the extremely racially insensitive Asian mockery and Latina mockery that you portrayed with your sister, Rachel? That's a whole other peach of a story, right? Are we forgetting about you and your fucked up brother, Chris? And he's the normal brother. Woof, Trent. Co-wrote a Netflix show together based on Miranda's life and put an extremely creepy uncle figure in it. And the show all around is really creepy. But Miranda's mom specifically, you wrote her as a character that fakes having fibromyalgia. because you have told people before that you know people personally who do that. And receipts have all come out in the wash this summer that revealed that you were talking about one of your fans who you used to send screenshots of her online posts to people in your circle and laugh at their makeup choices, laugh at their gender queerness and their pronoun choices, to claim that she's making up being chronically ill so that you can feel sorry for her as a fan. So immature and inappropriate. Understatement of the year, Colleen. Oh my God, I can't believe that I'm back here talking about this bitch again. She has hurt way too many people for me not to say something. Fuck this bitch. Hi, Doc Croc. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Also, some of the fan interactions were inappropriate. Cool. Feel free to watch my YouTube video about this because I have receipts as well. And I show a lot of them in that video of these inappropriate conversations between her and her fans. Such as their favorite sexual positions, pictures of their butt, asking them for pictures of their butt, asking them if they're virgins, asking them to share with you in excruciating detail how they felt when they got their first period. I'm still trying to wrap my head around why she did all this shit. Power. Yeah. Pidge said power. Is it... Okay. It's not... I don't know. And this is just me just talking this out and working it out verbally. I'm not intending to misspeak, but if I do, I'll correct myself. That's the fucking downfall of being live and being autistic and having simultaneous swirling thoughts. My mouth can only move so fast. But, like, did she gain anything from this sexually?
You know, I don't think so. That's why she's so, like, able to remove herself so far from this, because she knows she didn't do anything illegal.
She actually did allegedly do something illegal, sending nudes to a minor, not of her, but of Trisha Paytas.
Yes.
But other than that, yeah, technically none of this stuff is illegal, but it's sus as hell.
It's weird, yeah, but like, yeah, yes.
Yeah, and in the ukulele video, she was talking about being the weird aunt at a party, you know? Just pulling these up for a quick point of reference. I've listened to this shit so much this summer. I almost have it memorized word for fucking word. But this is the lyrics to the fucking ukulele video, where she literally talks about... I only want to talk about the facts, so here we go. Many years ago, I used to message my fans, but not in a creepy way like a lot of you are trying to suggest, but more in a loser kind of way, where I was just trying to be everybody's bestie. Kind of like when you go to a family gathering and you have a weird aunt who keeps coming up to you and being like, hey girl, what's the tea? Tell me about your period, huh? It's your weird Aunt Colleen. Ew. No, what kind of mother do you think I am? But if you're going to drink alcohol, I'd much rather you do it in the house. I'm not a regular aunt. I'm a cool aunt, right?
Alright, I'm played by Amy Poehler.
And I was in group chats with my fans and it was weird. That's what she's reducing all of this to. People got hurt, yeah. People needed to be therapized to recover from the trauma that you inflicted on them with your grown-ass millionaire self. Continuing.
And I am so sorry. I never wanted to hurt anybody, but it's clear that I did, and I feel so terrible about that. I also feel like there's probably people who are
I don't like to hang people at the cross over their tone or anything, or their facial expressions, right? because I'm autistic. She is also late discovered neurodivergent with ADHD. I wouldn't be surprised if she was also autistic. That excuses none of this. I'm just trying to tell you where I'm coming from. But when I tell you... Ooh! Chrissy Poo, thank you for the subby wubby ooh woo. And welcome in to everyone that's here. Right now, lurkers, listeners, now, later, however you consume this content, I really appreciate you. I love watching these back and reading the chats because y'all talk about such good stuff. And I love our community so much. So welcome to the shit show. We have snacks. But none of this is reaching her eyes. And I understand her mind is probably going 100 miles an hour, trying to make sure that she's coming across as genuine, to make sure that she doesn't say anything wrong. Because if you make too many cuts, it seems really disingenuous. But if you don't make any cuts, then you really have to get it right, you know? But yeah, I just find it interesting that none of this is reaching her dead eyes.
Disappointed or feel abandoned by me because of my silence over the last few months. And I'm so sorry about that as well. I needed to take time to make sure I was listening and learning as much as possible. And I also needed to
find a lawyer. Clear out your entire merch shop.
Cancel your whole summer tour.
Yeah, cancel the remainder of your summer tour. That's correct. That's correct. I forgot about that little nugget. She was selling her shirts for $3. No joke, no exaggeration. Her tickets were selling for like $10 there at the end. And she quietly canceled the remainder of her summer tour. Although, you know, this all came out like June 3rd is when all of this started happening. And at the end, near the end of June, she had a couple of shows. One of them was on June 23rd. Remember that date? It was like her first show back after all of this is happening and rustling and all these articles start coming out. And 30 minutes before her meet and greet at one of her final shows, that NBC article dropped. The one that I was interviewed for. And I just reveled in the mental imagery of her diarrheaing in the small closet bathroom in the green room of that theater, reading the article. That's a beautiful image.
You got a visitor.
Hi, Meester. Oh, my guineas. He's getting comfy.
Get the help that I needed to be okay. I'm a mom first and foremost before anything else, and I needed to take care of my kids. So that's where I've been, and but I'm back and I'm here now, and I am not a perfect person.
Cut. There was a cut there. There was a cut there. I'm not a perfect person. There's many kids I groomed along the way.
And there are plenty of things in my past that I wish I could go back and redo and fix and change. I don't have control over any of that, and I don't have control over the things people say about me. I only have control over my actions moving forward.
All right. So, when you say the past, you're one of these bitches that, like, you do something really, really, really fucked up in your early adulthood, like, you know, racially mock Latino women and Asian women and black women as well as Miranda. And then you minimize that years later. You wait forever and ever to speak on it. You allow time to organically pass, and your silence gets louder with every passing moment. And then when you finally do speak up on it, you get to dismiss it as being such a long time ago. Just because it happened this past summer That's the last time we've heard hide or hair of you until this very moment. So no, Colleen. Incorrect, Colleen. I would have loved to have this for my original Colleen video. I would have broken this off by now. You don't get to be silent and consult your attorney for months and then come back and say, yeah, that was in the past. And you know, ukulele music in the background. We don't have any control over that. I'm just a little baby. I'm Colleen. I still wear baby clothes and put them on my YouTube channel and promote body dysphoria. That's playing in a cursed round cannon, row, row, row your boat style in my head right now. Yeah, listen. Exactly, Atlas. Exactly. Oh, Vice President of Death. Welcome. First time chatter. Glad you're here. Sorry it had to be like this. Sorry it was under these circumstances. Nonetheless, welcome in. Yeah, honey, it was in the past, and the consequences are still in the present, bitch. Yes. I don't know why I heard Trixie Mattel say that. Oh, my God. You can't do this, Colleen.
H-E-A-R, bitches. I am here.
Jiggy's here. Hey. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, my fucking God. You have control over the shitty choices that you make when you're making them, you know, to a certain degree. You can't absolve yourself from all control and all accountability by saying it happened a long time ago. That's disgusting. Because you're still the same age as you were when you dropped that dog pile of a ukulele video, Colleen. You had to, yes. You were the Katya to my Trixie. Period. End of. You know what I find interesting? What's today's date, babe?
The 18th of November.
November 18th. All right. Back in June, when all this was happening, some of the stuff we predicted online, some of the stuff we predicted amongst ourselves talking about it this summer. I predicted two things. I'll say one right now, then the other one later. That she won't be able to make it. She won't be able to be this silent for the rest of the year. She will come back before her birthday or on her birthday. Not her kids' birthdays, because her twins just turned 2. She's about to tell you all about that shit. And then Flynn's is in December, I remember. But her birthday is on Tuesday.
Wow. Wouldn't you know?
So I find that really fucking interesting. That I was, you know, correct about this. I take no pride in being correct. I'm a slut for a pattern. You know what I mean? And people like this are not original. People like this who
One
thrive.
does not simply choose to be a potato. You are indoctrinated like a religion. But once you go potato, there is no return.
Vice President of Death, thank you so much for the follow. Yes, 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 yes. You're in it now, buddy. The cult welcomes you.
Sucky, sucky now, mommy.
Mommy's milk. Yeah, she's turning 37 on Tuesday. What was I saying? No. These don't give me much insight. People like this who thrive and are fueled by external validation to such a sickening degree and relies on the die-hardness of her fans, the ride or die fans who have stuck by her all this time. Oh, did she disable these? Because last time I checked, this had like 5,000 likes. You best believe on my channel, I smashed the dislike. I am using incognito mode right now because I made the mistake of looking this video up earlier on my main channel, and my recommended was fucked all evening. So I'm taking one for the team, so y'all don't have to. This is the last time I will be granting a view to this video in any way, shape, or form. 2 views from me is, quite frankly, 3 too many. But anyway, I predicted that she would make a return before or on her birthday. And what do you know? Cassandra's We Ride at Dawn! Okay, skirting accountability ass. What else do you have to say for yourself? Nothing good.
And so I'm going to do everything that I can to make sure that I create a positive, kind, inclusive, safe space online with my content. And if you want to be a part of my journey online, I would love to have you. And if not, I completely understand. I do not expect anyone to welcome me back with open arms. I don't expect to change anyone's mind with this video. I just wanted to come on here and say that I'm sorry, and I wanted to try to show people that it's possible for someone to grow and learn and be better at
Consulting lyrics. This is after the contrived, okay, bye. Oh, wait. Where is it? Sometimes people can make a mistake, and it doesn't make them a horrible person. Whoa! Sometimes people can make a mistake, and they're still a good person. Crazy, I know. Sometimes people can make a mistake, and you don't have to take that mistake, oh no, and twist it up, and grind it, and add some lies to it, and pulverize it, and stab it with knives, and ruin a life. And oh no. Sometimes people make mistakes simply because they made a mistake, and that mistake doesn't make them a terrible human. It just makes them a human. So, you know.
Just reiterating.
Yeah, really. You know, this was such a blemish on your illustrious career. This video, you said, was all ego. You were mad. And this was embarrassing to you, right? But you're parroting yourself and standing by that. You are minimizing this entire fucking thing, complete with evidence and testimony and screenshots, bitch. Rolling Stone verified your phone number as a mistake. So cute. Glad you're on the same bullshit there.
after making mistakes many years ago.
Let's fucking hear this sentence again.
Grow and learn and be better after making mistakes many years ago.
Many years ago. Many years ago. She was in a group chat with her fans until June of this year. And she only left when the shit started hitting the fan. Let's travel back in time to a year of yore. Television was still in black and white. We still had the milkmen. Refrigerators were called an icebox. I'm talking about the year 2023. Bitch.
So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to try to vlog again, and today I'm just gonna film my day and share some simple happy moments and start the process of starting over. And I know it's going to be awkward and clunky at first as I try to get back into the swing of things, but I'm gonna try. So that's what I'm gonna do. And thank you for listening, and thank you to anyone who supported me in any capacity over the last 15 years. I've really appreciated it. Yeah, let's get started with the day and see what happens, I guess. I honestly do not know how to transition from this conversation into a vlog, but let's try. Where do I even begin? So much has happened since the last time I vlogged.
She refers to the, let's see, July, August, September, October, almost 5-month break that she took as the last time she vlogged. She doesn't address this really again. extremely vague, non-answers, non-apologies. She says the words, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I don't fucking believe you. No one is entitled to do so. Quite frankly, ma'am, you have shat your nest. And honestly, if you hadn't victimized numerous underage fans, I would not be wasting my precious spoons on your bitch ass this evening. However, I was interviewed in a national fucking publication about you. So here we are. You don't get to pretend that you didn't do what you did. I don't know if y'all are familiar with James Charles. He came up in the video I made about this in June. He was avidly defending Colleen during all of this, which is apt because he got caught sending nudes to a minor and had to apologize, and he called himself desperate, as if that made it okay. The world moved on, and now he is being endorsed by major celebrities and coming out with new makeup all the time. But earlier this month, another victim came forward alleging that James sent him nudes when he was underage, this person. These people don't fucking change. They just hope you forget, and they try to distract you with cool makeup and hide shit and sweep shit under the rug. And Adam, Becky, Alex, Ella, Oliver, all deserve better than that, Colleen. You know, 5 of many underage fans that you allegedly groomed and exploited for your own gain. I don't mind at all using my platform to remind people that you do not deserve to bounce back from this, and yet. Now, I'm not going to be devoting my life to this. Y'all don't get fucking excited or / be relieved that I'm not. But I have a feeling that this is her attempt. Yes, Jeffree Star as well. Very much so. And now, wouldn't you know it, Jeffree Star is a shill for right-wingers. Because that's the easiest money you'll ever make in the world. Because right-wingers and conservative pundits rely on fear, relying on these people's fear of anything different from them or anyone whose skin is not white, and get them riled up because these people are emotionally attached to their perspectives. And they throw money at the Steven Crowders and Matt Walshes of the world. And fucking Pearl.
Oh, God.
Ah! She looks like somebody tried to draw Toni Collette at the end of Hereditary from memory. And that's all I'm going to say about her. But at any rate, we predicted back in June that in order to maintain relevancy, because she comes from an extremely religious family, for those of you who aren't aware, and she attended a private Christian college. Her family is weird. And we predicted that in order to maintain relevancy, she was going to ultimately flip and go conservative. Now, I know that's a hot take, and I said it back then too, but we're standing by it here in the Tater House. Aren't we, baby?
Yes.
Good night, Dragon Witch. Thank you so much. I'm glad you got to be here with us this evening. Enjoy the rest of your time zone, my friend. I'll see you next time. But I'm seeing instances of it here. Because she's laying it on real thick, trying to appeal to our emotions in this video. When I tell you from here on out, she almost exclusively only talks about her kids. It's giving Jessica Ballinger. You know? Let's fucking continue.
I mean, if I'm being completely honest, the majority of the last few months has just been spent in therapy, but other than that, the twins just turned 2, which is wild. Flynn's gonna be 5 soon. They had a really fun Halloween, and we actually still have some Halloween decorations up, so I'll have to show you some of those. I usually have already decorated for Christmas completely by this point, but I'm a little late to that this year. I think.
Oh, boo-hoo, bitch. I'm so sorry you were down in the fucking dumps and couldn't put your tree up a month and a half early.
Last time I vlogged, we had just gotten 4 of our chickens. They were little baby chicks, and now obviously they're full-grown hens. And if you were watching me before I took a break, you would know that I love my chickens very much. So we start every day by going down to the chicken coop, getting eggs, and checking on the chickens and letting them run around a little bit. So
this is insufferable, so I will be speeding it up for the rest of this. This is just a fucking normal tee-hee, I'm Khaki Colleen vlog.
Oh, Taters, you have the captions on?
Do I have the captions on? I thought I had them turned back on. Hello? Yes.
You did. I just wanted to double check.
Yes, thank you, baby, for double checking for me. Alright, alright, alright. Now, ladies. Okay. She's going to try to appeal to our emotions by showing cute little arts and crafts of her tiny-handed and footed children. Arts and crafts that she found on pioneerwoman.com. She's going to talk about her journey into slowly but surely becoming an almond mom. And she's going to show you her animals. You know, just really hitting home all of the, oh, wow, she's so giving, she's so kind. It's giving live, laugh, love. It's giving having decorations around your house that say, we're a family. Family is love. Family is everything. Because you have to remind yourself. Oh my God, dude.
I think I'm going to take you down there and show you the chicken coop that we built, and then we'll go through the rest of the day and see what happens. Okay, so
this is yesterday.
Our new coop. Ta-da! There's the chicken coop. This is where all my little babies live. I love our chicken coop so much. Midnight's is like, let me out. This is Midnight's and Taxi. They have a little swing in here. Here's little Miss Applesauce on her swing. She's definitely the leader of the pack. She likes people. She's not scared of people, but she's not very nice to the rest. Like, she is the leader of the pack for sure. We let them free roam in the backyard when we're here. We only let them out if we're watching them. Excuse you, Applesauce. I heard someone laying an egg a bit ago. Someone check and see. Oh, there's an egg. Cute little egg. That's fine.
We get it. You're turning into a trad wife. It's a very short walk, my dear.
The other girls. This little girly girl is Miss Tiger. This is Dog. And over there is Miscellaneous. They're just looking for bugs and treats, and they're so cute. So another thing that I was kind of vlogging a lot about.
Okay. She goes on to show fucking arts and crafts that her kids did. Tee-hee. Look at the beautiful, precious, delicate handprints of my baby kids. This is Flynn's costume this year that he was for Halloween. I'm picking out clothes. Look at the tiny little baby clothes.
I don't have much time. Okay, my kids are asleep. Let's make cookies. I might have changed a lot over the last few months. Some things stay the same. And one thing that has stayed the same for me is that I always make cookies late at night. It's just something I have to do to feel.
Now, listen, I understand that I'm coming in too hot by nitpicking this to death, okay?
Like me.
But I'm calling this out too because her fans are called cookies. She calls her fans her cookies. And she really had to hammer it home that she's had a rough summer in therapy, really working on herself and feeling bad and being a mom, you know? And she said, well, I know I've changed a lot, but some things never change. Here's a little nostalgic pandering for you. Cookies! That's just how I feel about it. And she's essentially like, I don't know what to say anymore. It's been so long. But her therapists told her to keep vlogging. These are her words. Because she has been doing it for so long and it felt weird to just go cold turkey. So she never stopped vlogging. That was the other prediction that we had. Me and Pidge, either on stream or like between us. That there was no way that she was going to cold turkey stop this. So here's just the last little bit of this.
On my hair, so that happened.
And she cut off her hair. Sure.
Needing change, I don't know. Like, my hair was really long at the time. It was like to my waist. I just like dropped it off, so I don't have my hair now. And then a lot of family walks at the creek happened this summer. Flynn was really into tadpoles and frogs, so spent a lot of time at the creek. You know what? I actually have footage of it. I have a lot of footage from the last few months because part of my therapy was to vlog because it was something I've done for so long, and it was something that's really important to make me feel. It was really jarring to not talk to everyone every day after doing it for 15 years. So my therapists all suggested that I continue to vlog even though I wasn't posting it anywhere. So I did. And the majority of that no one will ever see. But I do think there's some footage of me down at the creek. If I find it, I'll put it in.
The majority of this footage you'll never see because it's just, therapeutic vlogging for myself and my family and raising my kids. My parents have hella home videos of me through the 90s. They're all still on VHS to this day somewhere. And those never got posted anywhere because those are just for us, right? So she can't even keep this footage to herself that she spent doing the summer. Bitch, I promise you, aside from maybe the 1,400 fans who still don't understand the reality of who you are, with the exception of those people, no one gives a flying motherfuck what you thought about tadpoles at the creek this summer, Colleen. And she's going to spend the remainder of this year sprinkling in this footage where she looks like she's been rode hard and hung up wet because she was going the fuck through it. The whole world was seeing her for who she allegedly is. And I, hot take, think it's to elicit sympathy. And because I'm not going in depth with the depravity that she has done and the atrocities that she's committed and the harm that she has caused, and if you're not familiar with that to some degree, you're going to think that I'm just being a ruthless cunt. And so be it, But yes, Waba, this is so explicitly baiting to me. It's kind of like, yes, Harley Quinn. It's kind of like how some talk show hosts decided to come back during the strike because they basically felt the world needed them to. Even though that was considered scabbing. Yes. It's all theatrical. It's all a performance. It's hot, flaming fucking garbage is what it is.
To the creek. We're looking for tadpoles and bugs.
She looks very tired here.
Oh my god.
Yeah. This probably was, I don't know, July or August. She lives in California where it's warm pretty much all the time, so it doesn't say. But I'm flabbergasted at the audacity that she has to come back without taking true accountability. People are seeking legal action against her, and all of that's happening behind the scenes. And I'm sure she's going to painstakingly document the entire progress for her mostly underage fans. Over this break, she created an Instagram. And it was super emo with like a blank picture. And the bio said, "I miss it all so much." And it was private. And it was like Mama May or something like that because that's her middle name. Like, bitch. This makes me so fucking mad, and the pandering is real, the sympathy baiting is real, the tradition to pioneer trad wife that raises chickens and, pan over to the left a little bit and you see her $8 million McMansion that the Yogurt King used to live in. Don't know who the fuck that is. Wasn't he like Dannon or something like that?
I think it's, yeah.
Like the Dannon CEO. Like, I hate how accurate our predictions ended up being. I actually hate that this is happening right now. I hate that she's back. Because there's been no true accountability. I've said it before that I don't know how the fuck you're supposed to bounce back from this in any capacity. The only acceptable way, in my opinion, is to make it right by taking true accountability. Mister, you're shaking the whole desk, buddy. You're going to have to not. Okay?
Super cute. But stop.
This is already tumultuous enough as it is. You gotta go.
Yeah, then get
You
going,
gotta
buddy.
go.
Find somewhere else.
Bye.
So drapey.
KB, yes. That's what yes. Preach. That's what I said in that June video that I made about this. Again, on my YouTube. It's in the VOD. Go check it out. That no one deflects more than conservatives. No one Darvo's better than a conservative or makes himself out to be the victim than a conservative. And ironically, they don't care about actual groomers and pedophiles. They only care about people that are darker or gayer than them. So, there's that. And coming from an extremely religious family, and her worse half / attached to the hip assistant and bestie of many, many years, Corey DeSoto. If y'all don't remember him, he had his own group chat with underage fans called Corey's Clit with a K. That's another story for another day. He moved to the East Coast to be in a fucking regional production of a shitty fucking play. So she doesn't have him anymore in her life either. So maybe she really did start raising her kids, because she was pawning it off on her mother and a paid nanny, while her and Corey were literally poring over text messages and spying in Reddits. This is just so nefarious. The only thing she doesn't do in this vlog is, besides take accountability, show her children. She used to show them all the fucking time. But in this break, yeah, bitch, we're done with you, okay? Yeah. Here's the little fucking Girl Defined Ministries outro. Right. Yes, Girl Defined. Extremely khaki. Painfully khaki. Painfully khaki. I forgot what I was fucking saying. Indeed. And quacky. It's quacky, alright. I don't know. I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle wiggle, for sure. It makes me wanna dribble dribble. You know, riding in my Fiat, you really have to see it.
I added that blurb because Pidge requested it. And Tater delivers. I just please. I don't want to be right. I don't take pleasure in being right. It actually makes me fucking mad when I see shit for what it is and then it comes true in various ways. Because these people are not original. I'm not a genius. I am not a psychic. I am not a prophet in any way. These people are not original. And it's a classic victim of cancel culture. Let me talk to Jordan Peterson about it on his next podcast. Pipeline. We're seeing it unfold right now. And her being back is causing eyes to return to her victims who she directly affected. I follow all of them on Twitter. I'm mutuals with some of them. And I care about these people a lot. And today was really fucking hard for them. Because people were sending them... I got tagged maybe 4 or 5 times. You know? Because I've talked about it before. These people were tagged hundreds of times by people. First of all, extremely, like, tasteless. Tasteless. It's like people, that's part of the reason why I stopped hanging out with the locals here, TM symbol. Because I moved to a place that my ex grew up in and is from, and all of his friends became my friends, but then when that relationship ended, they all, went back to him. And anytime I saw them after, they always ended up talking about him. And I wanted nothing more than to try to move on and build my own relationship outside of that person. But being attached to that shitty person meant that I couldn't escape him in conversation when he did something new that was shitty. Right? And in a way, that's exactly what's happening when these victims, these survivors of this bullshit and the shitstorm that happened this summer, that truly happened throughout the world, it was covered globally, they have to relive that today. And some of them are like 10 years my junior. Most of them are at least that age. I cannot imagine. And they are not entitled to talk about this. They are not required to talk about this. And neither am I, but shit, I felt petty tonight. And I am full of pasta. So here we are. But these people deserve to be known as something separate from this entirely, because they have an entire existence that's just as complex as yours or mine or Pidge's or anybody else's. And they deserve to be able to move on from this and not be notified and tagged every time Colleen farts on the internet. I did not want her to be back before or around her birthday, but I called it. I did not want to see her back in painfully khaki, saccharine sweet, look at me, I'm a pioneer woman vibes. But here we are. She got rid of all of her fucking old merch because she is preparing to completely rebrand as exclusively a mom tuber. Whether or not she ever shows her kids ever again, because remember, Ruby Frankie, if you don't know, of 8 Passengers, which is another extremely exploited family of 6 children on YouTube. The mother and her assistant were arrested for horrific things, for horrific exploitation of their own children. This year has been a year of reckoning of sorts. We're coming to terms with the reality of our corrupt ass government. You know, the thing I talk about here almost exclusively these days, and with celebrity in general. And just because you auditioned for a role and got it, or wrote a song real good or performed it real good, that automatically makes you a good person. And just because you have a bunch of money from a role that you got, or from a, I don't know, quote unquote alleged comedian career like Amy Schumer, doesn't make you a good person. Being around on a video website that anybody can upload a fucking YouTube video for 15 years doesn't automatically make you a good person. And the conversations are starting to change around celebrity. When I wrote my full statement to NBC, I hoped that this was going to be a starting point to that. I think it's been in the works with other things and celebrities with shitty takes elsewhere, right? But this is just another piece of that. That we're starting to come to terms with the fact that these people don't automatically and unquestioningly deserve our trust, our endorsement, our support. But then the conversation becomes separating the art from the artist, right? Another example, I was a big Doja Cat fan for years. But I had to step away from that this year. Now, as a fan of her music, I did not know the bullshit that she was doing online. The really fucked up shit that she was doing online. And then, of course, being an edgelord and wearing a neo-Nazi on a t-shirt. That fucking did it for me. I took all of her songs out of my Spotify. I don't stream her anymore. I don't listen to her anymore. And the earworms are still exiting my shitbag brain. But separating the art from the artist only is viable to a certain extent, in my opinion. Because when that artist starts harming other people, endorsing harm of other people, exploiting other people, or doing anything with underage people, that's when it deserves a second look. And I don't want her to fucking throw her khaki bedspread over her decades of mistakes that she is making to this day. Her biggest mistake she made was uploading this video today. And in a year from now, I can only fucking imagine. I can only fucking imagine the lengths that she will have gone to in order to maintain relevancy. I want to think that she's changed. Because shitty people can change. I'm just not seeing it yet. This video did not show that. Her talking in a really sweet timbre up here in this register. The gentle mom voice. That doesn't tell me anything. Except you're trying really hard to hold it together because you know this video is going to get talked about. It's me doing it right now. I'm going to stressfully eat this. Oh my god!
Break from the ads?
Yeah, that got me. Waba mean. And I can't turn these headphones down. The old ones had a little volume knob right here. I don't have that on these. So, bitch, that is a jump scare. I need to put a cooldown on that. Why do people fucking suck? You know?
That was hilarious.
That was hilarious.
Classic. Waba is that person that causes rules to be made. Waba is that person that causes, like, the fine print on the bottom of an appliance box or something. Like, do not microwave this. Like, on a phone box. Waba's the blueprint. Oh, fucking hell, guys. I kind of am out of things to say about this miserable bitch.
Well, you're at the 2 hour mark.
Yeah. I'm not holding my fucking breath for anything. And I'm not watching her content. This is how she chose to re-enter the internet sphere. And the people whose summer she devoured by being just completely insufferable and Darvo-y won't forget. Won't forget. So yeah, that's literally all I had this evening. So, fuck it. I'm calling it. I'm cutting y'all off. That's enough starch for one evening. Okay? I didn't get nearly as spicy as I did in the other one because I'm just so tired of this woman. But if you want to see some actual spice, go watch that video. I'll fucking pop it in the chat. It goes a lot more in depth And it's got fun little edits and stuff that I spent entirely too long on, I mean. So if tonight wasn't enough pettiness for you, you can get your fix here. Okay, y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna call it. My butt's just now starting to go numb, and I feel pretty good. They want to mellow out and let my food digest for the rest of the evening, you know? This was a shorter stream, and I'm fine with that. That's a number I can live with, right? Yes, thank you for plugging all of the things. Pickle. Join our Tatertown Discord. We do have a Discord. It is growing every day. The cult gets stronger. Visit my merch, potatum.com. Become a helpful curly fry on there for $1 a year or 85 cents if you're subscribed on Twitch. And you get discounts in my merch shop just by joining. You don't even have to buy like the annual thing. You know, I'm not trying to like pressure people into buying merch because I understand like we live in a capitalist fucking hellscape, right? And I can't go a single minute of my life without remembering that or reminding y'all. So here we are. But every little bit really does help. And it's a way that you can support. You can cancel any time. I do get a good portion of that. I don't know the exact percentage, but Fourth Wall really takes care of the creators. I'm really glad I've made a home there. And yeah, I'll be back on Wednesday with some more shit. Perhaps I will find spoons to put together some important presentations for y'all regarding some important events in Black history that we're still going to talk about. I also want to make a stream about the mothers of gynecology because I went down a rabbit hole after our last stream and learned a lot about the life of Anarcha, you know, one of the enslaved women who I talked about being operated on literally 30 times by J. Marion Sims, the father of gynecology, who was kind of a fucking loser and a monster. But the women's stories are far more important. And I learned so much valuable information about her. So I want to make a stream. I want to have a stream dedicated just to her and share what I've learned about her life. And yeah, that's about it, y'all. I really appreciate y'all being here tonight. Everybody stopping in, scared me to fucking death with the jump scares, using the emotes, taking care of each other with the hydration sensation. Big hugs and platonic cheek kisses, if you so wish, from me to you. Enjoy the stained lip on your metaphorical face. And I'll be back on Wednesday with something. We'll see. Lurkers, listeners, now and later, I hope you have balls. Take them with you wherever you go. Never leave home without them. And I hope you have a beautiful...
Always equip your second ball in your left hand.
Yeah. Balls are stored in my left hand. Yeah, I forgot what I love y'all. I'll see you next time. Bye.